Hello, my name is Olivia and this is the 17th thing they should have taught you in school. There are roughly 12 core genres in cinema: action, comedy, drama, horror, sci-fi, fantasy, thriller, romance, western, crime, animation, and documentary. Today, I want to share how my taste in movies has evolved from those lazy half-asleep teenage years when I drift off halfway through almost any film to a much more intentional way of watching them. Back then, I treated movies like background noise. Now, I see them as powerful tools, experiences that stretch my mind, deepen my empathy, and quietly shape the person I'm becoming. If I could go back in time, I gently shake my younger self and say, stop wasting even one more precious minute on shallow movies. If you really want to grow and understand life more deeply, start here instead. Movies aren't just distractions on a screen, they are small self-contained worlds. They transport you into new cultures, awaken your spirit, and leave you with insights that linger long after the credits roll. Like so many teens of my era, I started with romantic dramas and vampire sagas. But one day, it hit me. If I was already upgrading the books I read, I needed to upgrade my movies too. At first, it was tough. I still doze off during slower scenes, but I kept going, picking up each night where I'd left off, treating them like a slow-burning series. Over time, these films completely captivated me. They showed me how much richer life feels when you invest real effort and attention. These are some of the films I wish I had discovered earlier. In early adolescence, when curiosity is bursting and the world feels wide open, I would have started with documentaries. They're like quiet adventures that pull you out of your own small bubble and show you how vast, strange, and beautiful reality actually is. Watching them teaches you to observe life with wonder instead of rushing through it. The secret roots of migratory birds lets you soar alongside a man who hatches and raises flocks of geese, then gently guides them across vast skies in his tiny ultralight plane, following their ancient hidden migration paths over fields, rivers, and mountains. With breathtaking closeness and almost no narration, it fills you with pure wonder at nature's instincts and the quiet power of human patience. You'll feel like you've grown wings yourself. Megacities takes you into the raw underbelly of 4 megacities through 12 vivid chapters: work, poverty, love, violence, and survival in places like Bombay and New York. It is gritty, humane, and full of surprising humor and dignity. You'll see the beauty in struggle and never look at a city life the same way again. Ashes and Snow is a poetic dreamscape of humans and animals in perfect worldless harmony. Elephants, whales, cheetahs, and people sharing quiet transcendent moments. It is meditative, visually astonishing, and stirs something ancient and connective in your soul. It is perfect for when you need to remember beauty beyond words. In the middle of adolescence, that turbulent time when your heart is full of longing, beauty, and big unanswered questions, I would watch Noi the Albino by Dogur Kari. It drops you into the frozen isolation of a remote Icelandic fjord where 17-year-old Noi, a pale rebellious dreamer, drifts to a snowbound world cut off from everything, clashing with his family and small-town life while secretly planning escape. It is quirky, melancholic, and strangely hopeful, a coming-of-age story that captures the ache of wanting more when the world feels too small. Mamma Roma by Pier Paolo Pasolini is a raw, powerful Italian drama. A former prostitute tries to build a respectable life selling vegetables in Roman suburbs so her teenage son Ettore can have a better future, only for her past to come crashing back. It is fierce, tragic, and full of life's contradictions: love, class, survival, and the streets that never quite let go. The actress's performance will stay with you forever. It is the kind of film that makes you feel the weight of every choice. Anything by Ingmar Bergman. His Swedish melancholy, the slow Scandinavian rhythm of life, drew me into a world where time flows differently and silence or pauses speak louder than any words. After Persona, with its haunting exploration of identity and duality, or The Seventh Seal, that unforgettable chess game with death, amid plague and existential dread, I knew I'd stick around. Bergman hands you layers of the soul that unfold for years. 2001, A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick remains a mind-bending journey through evolution, technology, and the unknown reaches of space. It is silent, majestic, and eternally mysterious. Then, in late adolescence and into adulthood, I choose, for example, Andrei Tarkovsky. When I first saw Mirror, its intricate, timeless images reflected the hidden currents of memory loss and yearning. Or Nostalgia, where a man's quiet journey through misty Italian landscapes becomes a profound meditation on fate, home, and the weight of the past. Tarkovsky's films move like dreams you can feel in your bones, slow, poetic, and utterly transformative. Akira Kurosawa, Ren, with his epic reimagining of King Lear with warring samurai clans, colored grudge battles, and shattering betrayals, and Seven Samurai, the masterful tale of ragged warriors defending a village against bandits, showed me structure, rhythm, and the Japanese sense of time and honor. They blend raw action with deep humanity, leaving you breathless and wiser about leadership, loyalty, and the cost of courage. Christopher Bue, with his movie Reconstruction, pulled me into a slick, rain-glistened Copenhagen, where one ordinary evening a man catches sight of a mysterious woman and, in a single impulsive moment, leaves his entire known life behind to follow her. It is an elegantly unsettling blend of romance and illusions that whisper. Every choice we make can quietly reconstruct or completely erase the world we thought was ours. You'll want to watch it multiple times just to catch every shimmering layer. Kenji Mizouchi with Ugetsu that pulled me into a ghostly, rain-soaked 16th century Japan torn by civil war. Two brothers, one a potter chasing wealth, the other a farmer dreaming of samurai glory, leave their wives behind and tumble into illusions of love, fame, and fortune, only to discover how fragile and costly those dreams truly are. It is a haunting blend of beauty and tragedy that whispers, human desires are often illusions, yet part of what makes us alive. Thomas Winterberg with his movie Festen, shot in a raw, handheld style that is truly uncomfortable, hilarious, and devastating all at once. It is a raw masterclass in how truth can tear apart even the most carefully kept facades. Remember, it is never too late to choose the tougher path. Usually, that's the one that brings the greatest rewards. Watching these films might feel difficult or even painful at first, and that's okay. Give yourself time, watch them like a slow-burning series. Don't run away from that initial discomfort. You need to experience what real excellence feels like, whether it's in books, movies, or music. Drop a comment and share one movie you believe is really worth watching and tell me why it matters to you. Let's inspire each other to keep choosing films that don't just pass time, but actually inspire the extraordinary lives we are all capable of. Hugs!